Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and we are back with more vintage story today. We're on episode number 8 of the Vegetarian Hardcore run. That's right, this is a permadeath run and we're living in the warmer climates of this world. By the equator, I would guess. Yeah, I set the starting location to be the hottest possible temperature during our world generation. But if you are new to the series, maybe you want to watch from the very start or just get caught up with the last few episodes, the playlist is always linked down in the description too. Oh, and while you're down there, make sure you check out the mod list. It's not very extensive, but I did just add a few new mods to that list, and they are the Stone Age mods. 3 of them. One of them is just for manatees. I love adding the aquatic animals, although I rarely see them, but it is such a thrill when you're out in the water swimming around and you notice like a turtle or a dolphin. But in addition, I also installed 2 predator mods, namely the cat mods. There's 2 in that collection, the Stone Age collection. One's for like the larger cats, and then there's another for like more medium-sized cats, I guess maybe like bobcat size. So they're both a threat to the player, can be certainly, but the larger one, yeah, the predator cats is going to be a real danger to us. So you can see I'm already a little nervous just standing up here on top of the roof, and it's really just because it's been too easy. A few commenters have mentioned that maybe I should turn on the drifters, which isn't a bad idea, but I'd kind of like to keep it like a true Homo sapiens run with the map added on. But just meaning no drifters or anything like that, just animal threats and survival challenges. So, you know, a big part, I think, of the lack of a challenge with this run is the dinosaurs. I definitely feel their absence in the world, unfortunately, but those mods, just as of the recording today, are not updated, and I don't know if they will be in the foreseeable future. I really hope, you know. I don't know the mod author personally, but hey, if there's anybody out there who is a modder, maybe pick them up, take a look at them, see if you can fork them or, you know, just patch them to work in the newest version. Either way, I will continue to watch for those, and once they're out, I'll add them. And hey, who knows, if we get some other like dangerous animal or creature mods, I'll maybe install those too. So drop me some suggestions in the comments. But it is starting to get late and we really need to get a anvil mold going. So there's a patch of clay just over here, and I think additionally I'd like to chop down that big oak tree over there. Let's drop down without killing ourselves. So let's see if we can venture out here while the light is still relatively good, although the sun is, I think, down below the horizon. We're just looking at a partial moon here, but I don't need a lot. I've got a small part, I'd say a little bit less than half of the anvil mold made up. But yeah, here we go. Just got to be super careful now about these cats. I mean, the thing about most of these animal mods, the animals are usually big and loud and threatening, you know, but these cats are sneaky. I was killed by a couple in a previous challenge run, my dinosaur run, in fact, but most of the time you don't hear them until it's too late. That's just another reason we'll have to be on top of our game, though. So let's see. I think that's probably good enough for... yeah, now was this what I wanted? No, I think I'm going to spare the ebony tree. We'll probably build with ebony. This was the one I wanted. Okay, just a little deer. But another possibility with these cat mods is maybe we'll see more of the carcasses and stuff that we so desperately need to scavenge. Now this is a weird tree. I don't honestly even know if I can get it here with the 2 little axes I've got, but I will try. So let's chop this down, not quickly, but hopefully in one go. Okay, it's gotten fully dark out here. It's taken me a good part of an in-game hour or so to chop this thing down. We're still not quite there, so I'm going to hope that my 2 bone axes here hold up. I did use bones. They're very precious to us, and we'll need them down the road, but I figured for the axe at least... Oh my god, you're kidding me. Oh, I just used 2 bone axes in a row. I didn't even take down the whole tree, but... oh well, that's okay. At least we got some stuff out of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got plenty more room. I think there's probably some on top of the tree up there. Oh, this is dangerous messing around out here at night like this, but I really need to get this wood because our charcoal kiln is sitting empty right now. Wow, there's more red clay right here too. All right, so what I'm going to do is tower up to the top of the... Whoops. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, I'm going to tower up to the top of the tree if possible. Wow, it was just really a monster of an oak tree, no doubt about it. But let's see if maybe there was some more logs up here. Yeah, there's some logs up here. Boy, this is... I could have really made like a nice little tree house up here. And I guess I still could, but I have to put a lot of work into it. To be quite honest, I've made like raised buildings, or I should say bases before. Not necessarily a tree house, but just a raised platform. And it's kind of a pain in the butt. Especially if you're using ladders and whatnot to get down. You don't think it's going to be so bad, but honestly, if you do something like that, I would recommend just an extended staircase. Alright, so looks like we've got a decent amount of the oak. Now, what I really need to do is be careful about dying from fall damage here. So let's take this slowly, and I will gladly place down some dirt. This torch, I tell you, it does not help having it in the offhand. I mean, it does, but gosh darn it, I just can't see anything with that fire flaring everywhere. But let's get down here safely together, and then we'll make that trip to the house. Where was my little platform? Here we go. All right, this is what I was looking for. Let's reclaim. Oh, God, I got to put this in the offhand. We'll reclaim some of this dirt. I don't think we're going to die if we fall from this point, but yeah, I got to be careful. Dying in a hardcore run from fall damage would definitely be embarrassing. I mean, it's bad enough when I get mauled by a hyena. Okay, let's see. I think I'll just leave that dirt there because we're coming back. Oh, look, more stuff. Perfect. Whoa. All right, I'm going to put the dirt in my hand. Okay, I think we'll be okay. Let's get home because I am starting to get more and more paranoid as time passes here out in this darkness. Okay, here's some goats by. So that's good news, actually. Let's see. Okay, we're on the right track. God, I really need to get some oil lamps or something just placed on the outside so I can see it at a distance. Right now it's just a dark shadow. All right, here it is, though. Our dark shadow of a base. We've made it home. And you better believe now that we got these cats installed, I'm going to be adding, the doors from now on for sure. But here we go. So this should be enough wood to get the charcoal kiln started tomorrow, the charcoal pit. And I'm going to go ahead and slap together the rest of this anvil mold. We really got to make it because, of course, in the last episode, we came across at least enough copper to get the anvil, and a bit more too. I think I could, whip out a couple of ingots for a saw maybe or something else. But like I said, I've got a busy night ahead of me, so I will see you folks in the morning. All right, time to light that charcoal pit. Excellent, using the oak that we acquired last night. I think we'll head over there again, maybe try and finish off that tree. Yeah. Safe over there. I might get a bit more clay too, just quick, but of course we got our daily routine of going over to the savannah, just looking for various corpses we can scavenge. Probably need to collect some more sticks. Oh boy, we got so much to do. Still gonna be using logs for these. There we go. Maybe I should have used charcoal for that anvil mold, but either way, charcoal's still fairly precious to us, but it's all right. We can wait. We'll just pass the time doing some stuff. We'll check out the garden too, see how much progress is on that. I'm actually getting kind of low on the raw supplies to cook with, so I'm hoping maybe we'll get something to harvest. But let's drop this stuff off. I'm gonna put the wood away. You can see I made up 3 more axes. This time I just went with the sticks for handles. Oh yeah, and let's plant these oaks as we go. Hello, Mr. Horse. Plant one right there. Come over by us. Yeah, they're pretty skittish. Definitely don't let you approach them. I don't actually know the best way to tame them. If we have to do it like the normal animals, just capture them in a fence or whatever. I'll tell you what, let's hold off on the tree because it's probably going to fill up my inventory with a massive amount of food. But Alright, I shouldn't neglect... because this area is not obviously totally safe. We could get attacked, so I should always have my dirt with me. Let's see. Amaranth is coming along. That'll probably be the first stuff that grows. Yeah, nothing over here yet is mature. Right? 7 of 11 for the soybeans. I still haven't got the pineapples that we planted, or that we found in the ground. I did find a few more. Yeah, I have a total of 9 pineapple seeds. And we'll probably want to do that as soon as we can. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll have to come across some of our wild foods. I think that there were mushrooms back here behind this. Yeah, I remember. Okay, we'll get a couple of little morsels to eat, sustain us for a bit. Oh, there's some amaranth. Let's check that out, see if there's any mature stuff over here. Doesn't appear to be. I'll just leave that. And of course, we've got the old reliable bamboo shoots too, so ultimately we're not going to starve. It's just a bit tedious having to cut up all those shoots all the time. But like I've mentioned, once we get that first crop of food to come in, oh yeah, we're going to be swimming in the vegetarian meals, no doubt about it. Okay, well, there goes another 3 stone axes, all in one go with this tree. I spared you guys the chopping part, but hey, at least I'm getting some wood out of this thing. God, yeah, I'm going to have to climb up to the top of it now. Be careful again not to fall off, but let's just see here how much of it's scattered. Let's look at the other side of this little hill. I don't think I've taken the time to look around over here. I don't want to venture too terribly far. Those are poppies. Well, oh, great, of course. Yeah, I need to dig up some more dirt, too, because I am just low on my emergency dirt towering pile. Okay, but let's get this wood and see here. Yeah, everything else is pretty good. We're going to head over to the savannah after this. Take a look around. All right, just taking a little stop over here by the bamboo. Pick up some food. Looking good. We'll leave the immature stuff, I should say. But here we are just by the savannah. Man, oh man. Yeah, we've been doing good, but we have not really discovered a lot in the way of corpses. So that's really the main reason we're here. But also I do have a few fence pieces, so we're going to go over to our little goats that we captured in the last episode. And yep, there's some more of them. It's not the ones we captured, obviously, but same family group, I think. It's hard to tell with the goats because you can't really get right up next to them, but alright. Oh. I do have my dirt stack. I've filled it out a bit more. We now have 20. I'm going to start... What is this? Cassava? I'm going to start grabbing the cassava. It does take a while to prepare it. And I don't even know, do we have to use a barrel for this stuff? Oh my god, I only got 1 piece out of all that. Alright, let's go back over here by the hills. This is where we often see the goats that have fallen. And of course, the ones we captured are kind of over here too. So sometimes you gotta just be still and kind of look. Obviously now we're not looking for movement, just looking for like color differences, anything that stands out. It's like a corpse. And I tell you, this zoom button really makes all the difference. It's hard for me to play without this mod. I like it a lot. I've played with the Spyglass mod too, which is one people have recommended before. It's a bit more realistic, no doubt about it, the Spyglass, because you actually have to construct something, carry it around, but this is just, it's my preferred magnification level. I just like it. It's perfect. But anyway, I'm not seeing any corpses. Well, let's get down to our little fence down here. There might be some corpses inside that. I'm nervous about them because with the amount of hyenas that kind of just stalk around here. Okay, good. They're still alive. Yeah, I was expecting them to be dead when we got over here. And I don't even know if I truly have enough fence pieces to... You know, it's honestly a little bit big for our purposes. once they do start to breed, it will be helpful having a little extra space, because then we can kind of quarantine off the juveniles from the adults, which is what we'll want to do, is transport like the first generation to our base. But hey, look at that, almost. Dang it. In fact, I bet you I could finish it with those pieces in there. Alright, don't escape. Yay, there we go. And I got one piece left over. Let's just put that down to get it out of my inventory. Alright, so the goats are safe. That's right, stay away from them, hyena. I think bears can get over a too high fence, I've been told, but the hyenas should be, hopefully they should be unreachable by those things. But, well, we still got some daylight. Let's go ahead and I'm going to eat the bamboo shoots, because I don't think those can be cooked. Whoa, oh my god, that scared me to death. What was that? I thought that gazelle was a hyena coming to attack me. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's move. I probably, yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up a little extra sand too while we're here. So, I'll do the normal circuit and just look for any corpses, grab a little bit of sand, and unfortunately, my panning days are not quite over yet. Oh, I just saw that goat get attacked. Oh crap, is he coming for me? No. Look, it's happening. Oh, we gotta fall. Oh, okay, he didn't pursue it for very long, did he? The hyenas just as cowardly with the gazelle as they are with the players, it seems like. Dang it. I don't want to, like, cause this thing to die here, but... Well, you know, the... Ooh. What is... Oh, it's Flint. The animals never heal, so... That's actually a different kind of goat, isn't it? Or maybe it's not, I don't know. But I love those horns he's got. Regardless, yeah, the animals don't heal over time, even when they sleep. So we could potentially come back here and find him if he gets attacked or eaten or falls again. Yeah, it's not impossible. Like I said, though, I'm not going to actively cause its death. And quite frankly, it's a little premature right now. If I were to get his pelt, his skin, I can't actually do anything with it. I can't turn it into leather. Oh, but that does remind me. I picked up some seashells that are over there. There's like a little pond. I guess it's saltwater. But I should probably walk the beach, too, looking for seashells, because those might become our only source of lime, at least for now, unless we can get out there and journey around. That's the thing, too, about the danger levels. Even though here in the tropics near the equator, it feels a bit safer. Hyenas are kind of cowardly. The bears are cowards. But we are going to travel, too, at some point. I'm going to have to get out there and look for the resources we need. You know, limestone's going to be one of those. So it's entirely possible we'll come across some of the normal, more frightening animals such as wolves and bears one day in our journeys. We'll see. Another beautiful sunset here on the coast just below the base. Oh gosh, there's that hyena. I'm gonna have to rename him. He's our local troublemaker. But while I was in the savannah too, I knocked down a pomegranate tree that was out there, so I think we'll go ahead and replace some of these cuttings. I'm not really interested in olives or pomegranates for that matter. These are more or less going to be a platform for the grafting of the breadfruit trees, which, let's see, that's an olive cutting. Yeah, let's get that out of here. So it can work with any type of tree. I could even do it, like, theoretically on, like, an apple tree. You know, it's all down to the climate of the region. You know, breadfruit it will die if it freezes, you know, if it gets too cold. You can grow them. I've tried to grow like tropical trees in the north, and they will sprout, you know, if you get lucky. If you get that 40% chance, they'll sprout. But then, like I said, once the real cold winter sets in, the tree itself will die. But it's actually not a bad piece of info, because there have been times where I kind of wanted one of the dead fruit trees, like a large dead fruit tree. And hear me out on this, because they kind of have like a creepy, almost Halloween look to them. So there have been times where I thought, man, I'd like to plant a tree here, wait a full year for it to die, like a tropical tree, and then you've got this nice, like, I don't know, ornamental looking tree. If you're trying to create something spooky, like a spooky display, like I say, just a little tip: try and plant a tropical fruit tree in a temperate climate and watch it die, and then tell me what it turns out like. See if you like the look of it. Like I said, Halloween is right around the corner, so decorate your garden at will. Alright, and what is this? It's an olive. Yeah, okay. Tempted to grab some more of these shoots here. Well, we've got the time and a little bit of daylight, but I'm nervous. The cats could be anywhere. They're small, quiet, true predators. You know, I love cats and I love dogs, but I do think the cats are the superior predator. You know, it's just the way evolution worked out. I think in a really tough situation, cats would probably outsurvive the dog or canine types. Pit kilns are still working. It's almost time for bedtime. I don't think I'll be staying awake all night tonight, but I'm going to get ahead of the game a little bit and pour some ingots. Yeah, we've got a little bit extra copper. The 900 units are right here. That's for the anvil, but oh, it's nice and dark out here, a little bit spooky. Don't worry, there's no dead fruit trees around, though, to scare you guys. I'll keep those away, but at least I'll try to. But yeah, just waiting for the copper to warm up, and right there, the raw plate. I have a feeling in the morning we'll be ready to pour that out and stuff. And man, I'm really hoping that some of our garden has matured by that point. But I think that's going to probably heat up before we reach the end. Yeah. Trying to really conserve my charcoal as best I can. There it is. Oh, all right, crucible's ready. White hot, going for the ingot molds. Let's not aim incorrectly here. Sure to pour a full 100 units out. There we go. Oh man, I love it. White hot. Now, like I said, I think it's time for bed. Let me put that away. I was debating on doing 2 at once, but not much point there. Alright, seal ourselves in. Put the tongs down. Don't need those for now. And I guess we could have little bamboo here. It looks smoky, but I do have the chimney here. And it actually does work when I light up the fire. Like, it gets a little smoky in here, but this crappy chimney actually does the trick for us. But I'm really loving the smoke mod. As I've mentioned, it's definitely going to be one you guys see in future series for sure. All right, just a short break for sleep. And we awake once more to break out of our little dirt hovel. Man, we are on the cusp of actually having a real door here, people. That's right. Let's check. Pit kilns are done. Nice. They haven't extinguished themselves either. Yeah, if you missed it early on, the smoke mod, if you don't accommodate for that large quantity of smoke, it can actually extinguish the fire or the pit kiln that you're using. So it's really cool. But either way, there it is, some more charcoal. You can see I've got the wood pre-cut and ready behind it. I don't even need to take that block out. So, no. Before we do any of that, though, we've got to lay down this mold. I'll just put it right here. I've still got some charcoal. Cool. I'll just leave those bars there. Yeah, let's get this going. It's time. 900, and this will officially be all the copper I've got, other than those 2 ingots sitting out there. That's lit. Get up, switch it over. Alright, yeah, this will probably... Oh, I didn't put the copper in there. I'm glad I opened that up. I would have walked over here in like 5 minutes, been like, man, what's taking it so long with no copper in the slots? And we're almost there. I think I can grab that. Beautiful. Oh, that's heavy. Oh my god, the weight. 900 units of molten metal. I always say this, in real life, this would be terrifying for me, pouring out this much, like, 1,000-degree liquid. It's in there. It's coming. It's coming. Where's it at? There it goes. Oh, the beautiful gold and amber. Okay, give that some time, obviously. We'll replace our crucible. We can safely drop those, but this is big. This is real big. What do you think, Mr. Hyena? We'll call him Harry. Harry the Hyena. That's right, little buddy. Hopefully he doesn't accidentally walk into a pit kiln one day. That would be tragic, wouldn't it? But, yeah, so I went ahead, took the time while that was heating up to get our next round of charcoal going. So we're doing pretty good. And let's see, thanks again to the commenter who, a few people suggested what to do with the charcoal, because I'd asked like what you guys do with yours. And once we get the saw, I think I'll make a crate for it, which is kind of a no-brainer, but they said do an open crate for it. It makes it look nicer, and yeah, there's some other benefits too. So we'll probably do that, because as I mentioned, I just hate placing charcoal like this. And it's so messy looking, and heck, you can even end up hurting yourself, you know, if it accidentally falls on your character there. And this is a hardcore run. I gotta be careful. I wonder if this can actually catch fire too. Oh, I didn't consider that. You know what, forget about it. I'm not even gonna take the risk. Let's move this stuff. I mean, I don't think a mold like that could set fire. That's not what I'm worried about, but you know, if I get careless and some of these pit kilns get too close, oh, that would be an absolute disaster. Yeah, again, confirm that down in the comments. Will charcoal catch fire? Because it's never something I've actually considered or seen, obviously. But, all right, what are we doing? We're running low on bamboo shoots. So, we've got some copper cooling. I've got an inventory full of charcoal and very low on the food. I think that means we need to pay a visit to our garden. Yeah, still haven't figured this out. Let's see. Obtained by breaking soaked in a barrel. Yeah, as I thought, that the only thing that really makes sense is to soak it in a barrel. Man, oh man, I'm desperate for an actual chest here, aren't I? All right, yeah, let's head over to the farm. Drop that off. We're good to go. Let's see. Hopefully we've got some mature crops over there, although I kind of doubt it. Okay, well, I went to the garden. Nothing was fully grown, so I walked right past it and came across the little river here. Yeah, we're on the opposite side from our house. Hey, what are you? Oh, it's a piece of leaf I threw in there. So yeah, the house is over there. I actually came over here because I spotted some indigo milk caps from the other side of the shore. So started harvesting those. Just waiting for that anvil to cool down, but it won't take long, obviously. It's probably cool by now, so let me just see if I can safely sneak around this shoreline, picking up any more of the goodies. So far, haven't seen any wildlife except for the horses, which kind of inhabit the house area. It's nice seeing them, but I don't know. With the fact that we've already got a dragon's egg, I might have to feed that dragon, though I'm pretty sure I do meat. Feed the dragon meat, so that could be a problem, couldn't it? In order to, like, tame it or maybe get it to reach the adult stage, I don't entirely know, but I'm pretty sure that food is involved, the feeding process with the dragon, so we might end up having to rely on the horses as a mount anyway. And of course, you know, with the latest update, we could even catch an elk and tame it and get ourselves a mount without having to go through the resonance archives. Darn, I thought that was copper for a second. Okay, let's not go too far into the jungle. Even though I've been told, you know, and I've mentioned it, the sun bears and pandas aren't extremely hostile, I still don't want to get an up-close and personal view of those things. No, thank you. But, alright, let's flash back over to the house. Well, we can stop by the garden since I didn't show that part to you. Just check it out. Nothing has cropped up yet. And, of course, our seed collection grows and grows. Yeah, I've got a ton of seeds now. Absolutely. But like I've mentioned, I'm going to redesign all this too. And of course, we are going to get a saw now, and we will be able to make some buckets, start moving water around. I'll probably move the farm a bit closer to the house too. So let's check it out, see if this is ready. Oh, hardened copper. Oh, that's right, we have to break it. Yeah, break the mold to obtain the work item. Oh, there we go. So I have to make another anvil mold, no doubt about it. For sure. Oh, and now I need a forge too. What was the forge recipe? I forgot. I think it's cobblestone. Yeah, there we go. So 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces of cobblestone. Well, to be quite honest, we don't have it. I've literally used every stone piece I've got for making fences out of, but not to worry. We'll just have to go grab some. Let me put that away. We're going to be noshing on some bamboo shoots for now. Yeah, I don't honestly know if there's a recipe for these in an expanded foods mod, but I'd love it if there was. Alright, I picked up the copper ingots for no good reason, so how should we get the stones? This site is cleared, but what's the next closest copper strike? Gosh, I think it's all the way at the southern tip there. In other words, I'd like to maybe get some stones just by digging out some more copper. It's not a bad idea. And it's really not that far, considering I know exactly where we're going. Shoot, I could probably even swim it, but it might be quicker to go via the land. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to do. There's no rush on anything right now. Yeah, I've got bamboo shoots. I'll go ahead and place these back down because I don't need to carry them with me. Alright, so in order to make our forge, we need stone. And we're going to go get some more copper. And I'll probably dig out just a bit of extra stone to have it too. But that way we're being more efficient with our time. You know, I'm not just going to go start clearing stone with my pickaxe and wasting the durability on it. Because, like I mentioned, we almost have no copper left after this baby. But this is progress. We're looking at the real physical instantiation of game progress here. It's not much, but there it is. So, thank you for joining me for this episode, guys. I think we'll end it here. But like I said, in the next one, we're going to head back out and do some journeying once again. So hopefully we don't come across a cat, or if we do, it's not a fatal encounter. But make sure you tune in and find out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.